Hello everyone, welcome back for today's Sunday special. This one, we've got a good one. So this is actually a 4 versus 4 from none other than Joe on its stream. I was sent this by Space, who is one of the defenders in this battle. But like I said, this is a battle that came from one of Joe on its streams a little, like I think about a week ago, 2 weeks ago, something like that. But yeah, so this is going to be a good one. If you guys have not already, head over and check out Joe on its channel. He puts out some really good stuff and has some really fun streams. So he's always a good one to check out. So, but without further ado, let's go ahead and look at some players. All right. So for the defenders, we have got, first off, none other than Joe on it himself as Pergamon. Right next to him, we have got Pontus being commanded by Sachax, I think is how you say it. And then we have got Swaby being commanded by Space, who is the one who sent this video to me. And finally, for the defenders, we have Enoria's commanding RDI. Then for the attackers, we have got Athens here being commanded by a name that I don't know how to say it. I'm truly sorry. But you will see it at the end of the video when we look at the kills. Then we have got Carthage being commanded by Multiplayer, or as we, lovingly call him in the Dragon Corps, Steve. Then next to him, we've got Egypt being commanded by Not So Royal. Finally, for the attackers, we have got ourselves Gete being commanded by Darsman. Alright, so honestly, you know what? Without further ado, we're just going to kick into it. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Alright, unpause, and we're going to get going. As you can see right here off the bat, we do have some cavalry sitting here behind the gates for the defenders. They seem to be holding for the moment, don't seem to be going out. Interestingly, we actually have quite a bit back here. We've got some Agema Spears, Noble Cav, Berserkers, Swordmasters, Kimberly Bowwomen. So an interesting amount of troops actually sitting back here. RDI actually has some hidden stuff sitting here with some Illyrian Raiders. RDI Athens, that should be an interesting matchup. Hoplite, pretty much. So Gete's moving forward with a Tortoise. I'm not sure if Pontus is going after the Tortoise or the looks like he's going after the Axe Warriors themselves. To be honest with you, if it was me, I think I'd be using this to take out that Tortoise, which pretty much forces Gete into this area. And maybe he is trying to go out. He might just missed a couple shots. Got to be careful with that, though. If you miss too many shots, you won't be able to take out the Tortoise. Usually with your artillery, taking out the Tortoise leaves you with 4 shots. So it does not leave a lot of room for, missing. Now over here you got 3 Tortoises, 2 from Egypt, 1 from Gete. Egypt's going there, and then Gete's going to come after this corner wall. Smart move, the corner walls definitely give you a larger breach. This corner wall will probably be about that big right there. But as you can see, the defenders are actually kind of giving up this entire area. It's not a terrible idea, considering that they're going to lose a lot of this wall anyways, so kind of defeats the purpose of defending it, you know what I mean? Now, you can see Pergamon did take out 1 Tortoise here, and is now using the rest of his shots to shoot Mercenary Italian Swords. Get some kills, might as well, right? 26 kills. Probably going to run out of ammo here in a sec, though. 36 kills, 37 kills. Yeah, pretty much this whole wall. So they're probably going to take this, and I think they're going to bring this over here to take that. At the moment, the attackers don't know that the defenders have given this up, which means that they don't really, in their mind, they're thinking, all right, bust down as many holes in the wall as we can, because they're going to be defending. It'll make it harder, but as you can see, the defenders are setting up back a little ways. Although Pontus is moving up a hoplite unit. I'm intrigued to see when the cavalry goes. If they wait too long, the attackers will basically get some vision on this and it'll kind of spoil the surprise. Oh, there, and speak of the devil, there they go, or there goes one at least. Is Pontus Jin gonna join? Pontic Royal Cap? Little stuck going through the gate. Pontic Citizen Cav, Pergamene Citizen Cav. But Pergamon is also keeping one of his Citizen Cav. Now on the other side, Athens is now getting to the wall. There's one breach coming through. He's going to take down that wall right there. But RDI here is actually going to send out some units to harass. So he's going to come over here and try to get into that. Might be a little late though. He probably should have done that before the unit got to the wall. Nice move by Athens though. Look at this, throw spears moving forward. Doing a pretty solid job of keeping support near his units. And he also pulled the Thorax Sword away from the Illyrian Levy. Slingers moving forward from RDI. Alright, now both Pergamon Cavalry is out. So is the Pontic Cav. Pontus's Cav is going after the Mercenary Axe Warriors. Nice move there, but Mercenary Axe Warriors kind of hid in this little nook right here. Made it a little harder for the cavalry to get to them. Alright, so as you can see, Egypt is now forming a line. No Citizen Cav getting into the back of these Mercenary Axe Warriors. No damage done yet by them. The Citizen Cav, 8 kills, 24 kills on the Pontic Royal Cavalry. Careful though, Mercenary Axe Warriors coming over. They'll be able to get a good jabby in them if they're not careful. And if Gete, there we go. Yeah, I was going to say, if Gete can do it, he might be able to get a jabby into the running away cavalry. Got 10 cav on that jabby toss. But, you know, Pontus probably lost a couple, so, but I mean, at least probably 6 kills there. Citizen Cav is not going to do the most damage. Typically, they're going to be a little more of a harassment, you know, keep you busy type cavalry unit. They're a little too slow to be fast, but a little too fast to be slow, if that makes sense. Like, they're not quite a heavy armored cav, so they are faster than some cav, but they're also not really light cav, so they're not slower than others. So they can be a little bit of an awkward unit. They're kind of settled in this little area that honestly sometimes doesn't tend to perform very well because it tends to be outmatched in some way on either spectrum. Whether it's, you know, other stuff being faster than them, or, you know, it's other cavalry just being better than them. Ooh, looky here, Illyrian Raiders still hidden technically. Sitting they're probably just outside of the detection range. The detection range is probably about right there. I think he's just gonna try and get in here. Sitting just outside of the detection range. He's not careful though. Athens got a lot of throw spears. He's got archers, Peltis. Oh, he brought triple chevron archer units. Interesting move. Then of course he's got some thorax swords here. RDI is going to be an interesting one. They should put Athens to the test. All right, Carthage moving in here. Got Bloodsworn and Bloodsworn about to flank around this Libyan infantry. That Libyan infantry is not going to last very long. Got a dual charge. Look at that sandwich. See the numbers drop here. 30, oh man, a lot of kills there, but he needs to turn his Bloodsworn to fight, or just get out of it. That's probably the right move there, getting out of that move, that sandwich there. Then Egyptian infantry came running in, but they got annihilated by javelins. So Pergamon actually brought his cavalry back in, so did Pontus. Yeah, they brought all of their cav back in, and pretty healthy cavalry too. Hoplite sitting to defend against some mercenary axe warriors. Axe warriors got a really nice jabby toss. But look at this, mercenary Celtic warriors getting really good throws right off the wall. Now over this way, we've got a little bit of Pergamon coming over to help out. The Bloodsworn, 38 kills, 27 kills. Libyan infantry. Here's the issue, though. Every time these Carthaginian units are coming through, they are just getting shot to hell by the Thorough Spears. What they probably should have done here, my suggestion would have been to bring the Bloodsworn out as you're throwing the Galatian Sword in. The Bloodsworn are going to be a lot more effective when you're getting that charge bonus, 33 charge bonus out of them. So if you can continue to cycle those units, that's going to be much more effective. So that's what would have been my suggestion there. You can see a lot of archers moved up here, Cretan archers. Shooting in the back looks like, I think, at the Cimbri bowwomen. Although getting shots into the Bloodsworn here would not be a bad move. That 20 armor leaves them highly susceptible to arrows. Libyan infantry breaking 73 kills. All right, big push by Egypt. A lot of Galatian swords moving forward. Got their counterpart Galatian sword sitting here from Pergamon. Oh, and here comes the artillery. Oh, I don't think it really got anything. I got one out of the Thorough Spear. All right, countercharged by the Galatian swords. I don't know how, but they just got a shot back there somehow. Another Thorough Spear here, 19 kills, 13 kills. Oh, man, their own Levy Thorough Spears doing the same thing. Just a jabby toss fight. Look at this tree. Look at this tree. Just completely spiked through with javelins. And they're still throwing, man. 40 kills, 42 kills. Jeez, right into those Levy Thorough Spears, just racking up great kills. All right, now down here we've got a mercenary Celtic warrior that's come down to help out against the mercenary axe warriors. Got Thorough Spears and Celtic warriors switching out on top of the wall. Another mercenary axe warrior. A lot of mercenary axe warriors here for Getae. Then Egypt here with some thorax swords getting ready to take their turn. Artillery sounding off in the back. Some close damn shots there from that artillery. 36 kills. Levy Thorough Spears with 13. Galatian Swords 94, 45, 106. Uh-oh, Cav's moving. Pergamon found a gap. I think he's going after the archers. I think he's going to try and get over here and go right through. Oh, and he's going to get them. Carthage, are you going to be able to stop? Now, those are mercenary Iberian swords, which means this could be a very painful day for Pergamon's cavalry. Honestly, if I was Pergamon, I would just come out like that. Try to avoid those Iberian swords as much as possible because that's about to happen. Oh, man. 11 kills now. Pergamon Cav down to 43. I don't think this Cav's going to make it out, especially not after a mercenary Scutari Javi toss as well. He might get a couple... Oh, God. Talk about a suicide charge. Oh, this poor guy. Not a single kill, completely shattered. Oh, nice try, Pergamon. Man, that was so close, but, you know, sometimes they've just got the right angle on you. Athens seems to be just, like, holding off here. I wonder if it's because of the exterior defense here by the RDI units. You know, it's basically kind of prevents the Athenians from being able to fully push their siege equipment to the walls. So RDI is just kind of sitting here happy, not doing a damn thing, just like, hey, come at me, boy. Oh, and look at this. Pontus is doing a very similar thing. Pontic Cavalry is now back out, Citizen Cav, Pontic Royal Cav, and then two mercenary Celtic warriors coming out to deal with the Axe Warriors. And once again, same thing as Athens here. Getae is just kind of frozen. He's now moving his stuff, but he hasn't really moved. You know, he's thrown a lot of his cheap units, his mercenary axe warriors and stuff like that. He's thrown them over into this area, but his big force is right here, just kind of chilling, not really doing anything. So, I mean, basically heavy bows. Gotta be careful that Citizen Cav is right there, though. If he's not careful with this micro, he could lose that. Cretan Archers now fully up, but we got Pergamon's Archers up as well. They are getting some shots in. 10 kills so far. Cretans at 22 and 22. Look at that. I like consistency. 39 on this guy. And then we have an Egyptian. Oh no! Another Pergamon Cav sneaking through, going after the Nubian bows. Are the mercenaries Kutari going to be able to cut them off? Oh man, I think he's going to get cut off there. Now more Galatian swords moving forward. The Thorax swords, 43 kills and 26 kills, sorry. Thorough spears have gone into square formation. The archers look like they semi got out of there. Got a Galatian sword that seems to have come and saved the day a little bit. But the Citizen Cav is still trying. Royal Thorax swords moving in for Egypt. Yeah, those square formations are going to be tough to get through. Berserkers going in. They've got 20 kills, but they're going back in. They kind of got caught up in the square formation, so they're not really in the combat the way they need to be. They've got 2 more kills just in that charge. Now over here, getting a little thin. They're probably going to need to send something. Looks like some Thuros or Hemospheres, sorry, going forward. Yeah, because they are getting a little thin here. Got Bloodsworn still in, and a Round Shield Swordsman. 75 kills, 46 kills. Mercenary Italians at 40 kills. Archers back here, 80, 50, 107. RDI actually has some slave slingers over there as well. Look at that. And once again, Athens is just kind of frozen in place. He doesn't know how to approach this. Greek Giant Ballista. Oh, he lost all of them, man. Left him exposed and he lost all of his equipment. Oh, but look at this! Spear unit. I didn't even notice this. Holy crap. This random Getae spear unit moves a tower up to the back, gets on the wall, and is just kind of marching in. I wonder if he was like he was hoping that this was open and nobody was defending it, but it obviously didn't happen. A lot of troops back in the back here. Swordmasters, archers, round shield swordsmen, some Cimbri bows. Bloodsworn are starting to break. 69 kills, 106 on the round shield sword, 79 on that Bloodsworn. Here, once again, the square formation of the Thorough Spears keeping Egypt at bay, but Egypt is going point blank, throwing jabbies right into the face of the square formation. So every toss they make, this square formation is getting smaller and smaller. The pain to get through this. Thorax swords are better than the Thorough Spears, so they should do pretty well in the long run. So over here, Pontus and Pergamon have pushed the defenders all the way back towards the breach. This Mercenary Axe Warrior is kind of half on the wall, half not. But once again, Getae is just stuck. I mean, at this point, the Getae shouldn't even be thinking about going to this wall. It's a pointless... I think it's pointless. I don't think that they have enough here anymore to take that. Pontus and Pergamon have eliminated enough of Getae's units over on the other breach here that I don't believe they have enough to assault this wall. So I'm not really sure why they're still trying. At this point, I think they should just take their army and move over there. Go help Egypt push through. Egypt is pretty much getting double teamed by Pontus and Pergamon because you're basically just kind of standing there. So at this point, I definitely think that it's about time that Getae should really just come assault with Egypt. A lot of jabbies coming in from behind here. Agema Spears. So that Carthaginian unit is broke, so the defenders are now going to retake their defense here. Actually, they might even be coming out. Late-Lib and Hoplin, nope, they decided not to. Still got Bloodsworn and Round Shield Swordsmen over here, Slave Slingers on the wall. Athens, once again, is still just kind of like, I don't know what to do. He's just waiting, man. Doing what he can, I guess. Carthage does not look like they're coming back into this breach anytime soon. So I think the main assault at this point is going to be down the main thoroughfare here. See, looks like Thorax switched out for Levy Thorough Spears. More Jabbies coming in from the second line of Thorax. Lyrian Hoplites moving forward to take the place of a Thorough Spear. Lyrian Hoplite should be able to hold for a solid amount of time. But it looks like they took both Thorough Spears out of formation, got them out of that spot. I believe they are both completely out of ammunition as well. Thorax Swords have gone back into combat, but over here, Levy Thorough Spears still standing their ground. Another tree just porcupined by javelins. Now this, we've got Mercenary Axe Warrior here. Going up, okay, it's 2 units. Never mind. I thought there was just 1 unit here, and I was going to say, that's not a good thing. Same thing over here. Pontus is now basically triple teaming this little Noble Spear. Combination of cavalry and Pontic swords and Celtic warriors. I think he's going to go for a jabby toss into the back. But the Noble Spear looks like he turned around and kind of countercharged a little bit. Pontus still has Eastern Archers up here, Pontic Swords, a couple Thorough Spears and Hoplites, Mercenary Celtic Warriors. The center spot is just, I mean, it's holding for now. The combination of the Thorough Spears and the Illyrian Hoplites should do pretty well at holding the spot. Thorax Swords going back in, but I definitely think they should pull out the Levy Thorough Spears at the same time. Allow your swords, whatever is charging in, give them a clean run. And Carthage seems to be just kind of waiting. Got Illyrian Noble Hoplites that are facing the wall but getting surrounded by mercenary Italian swords. They're just kind of standing there like, hey, this wall, I like this wall. Oh, where'd Bob go? Oh, are you okay, Bob? Oh, damn. I mean, they're just looking the wrong way. Turn around and fight! Come on, Mercenary Italian Swords are at 92 kills now. Not all under Illyrian Noble Hoplites, but still. You know what I mean. I think that it looks like almost like Swaby was going to maybe try and sneak around or something, but either kind of forgot about it or he just wasn't trying to do that and it was a mistake. Not sure. All right, look at this. Look at this. Getae. Yes, Getae. Finally, you decided to give up on that pointless attack. And you're coming over here to help Egypt. Yes. Good move. I approve. Especially with these Noble Swords leading the charge here. They can do some good damage here if they get into combat. Defenders need to be careful. These Noble Swords are going to be a tough thing to beat. They're not like the best in the game, but they are a pretty darn good high-tier unit. Especially when you're going up against, like, you know, lower-tiered units, it helps. Yeah, the combination of the Noble Hoplites and the Gema Spears should do pretty well against the Sam Knight Warriors, Glacial Swords, all that jazz. Now, Swaby actually sallied out a little bit, going after the late Libyan Hoplites. Might even keep going into the Mercenary Iberians, I'm not sure. There's a Mercenary Scutari nearby as well, so that is something to keep in mind, that, you know, going after the Iberian swords may not be the best idea. But they're going to do it anyways. Oh, geez, the Javies from the Scutari there. Woo, boy, look at that. Yep, they said, screw this, I'm not doing that. So he's going to come back into the settlement. Now, Athens is actually moving a siege tower up, but there is an Illyrian raider up there, as well as some Illyrian raiders waiting on the bottom of the wall as well. So Athens, once again, is just frozen in place. RDI doesn't have to do anything at this point. I mean, okay. I mean, I'm not going to tell him he's doing something wrong or whatever, but, I mean, it just doesn't help when a player can't really do anything. So Pergamon actually ended up sending an Agema Spear out here, and Swaby sent his Round Shield Swordsman back out and is sneaking them through, going after Carthage's archers. There is an African pike here, though, but the pikes are completely, the archers are completely exposed, and he's gonna catch 126 kills. He probably still has ammo. Actually, the unit is actually chasing. But look at this mercenary noble fighter's going to make short work of these Round Shield Swordsmen. They are not going to last long. Look at that, they're already breaking. They saw the nobles coming, and they said, uh-oh, no thank you. But the issue with what they did there, by sending the Swaby unit off this way, instead of taking it engaging, it leaves this Agema Spear is completely surrounded now. So that's going to be a little bit of a tough loss there. They're going to lose quite a bit in this unit. I mean, the Agema Spear is going to take some down with it for sure, but I mean, it's still a pretty expensive unit that they're going to lose. Fight on, fight! Noble fighters came back. They finished the job of the swordsman. So I wonder if they're going to come in and maybe go against the Noble Hoplites. There's the Noble Swords moving in, going up against a Swordmaster unit. Now, the Swordmaster is pretty injured. He's down about half health, and the Noble Sword is pretty much, full strength. 136 men. I mean, it's strong enough to be more than the other unit, you know what I mean? Standard Illyrian Hoplite still holding back. Got a Noble Sword here. 101 kills, though. Noble Sword's doing pretty good there. Illyrian Hoplites at 97. Uh-oh, the Pergamon archers are under fire. Looks like the Getae bows here. Now, Getae also has a Dacian Scorpion, which is going to be pretty painful. Scorpion is 8 kills now. It's going to do pretty good, especially if they can push the defenders back towards the point. If they can get the defenders back to here and here, that Scorpion can do some really good work shooting down these streets. But you can see some of those units they were defending at the back are now moving forwards. Got a Agema Spear, 158 men moving forward. So have some pikes back here, some Thorough Spears, a Mercenary Celtic Warrior that must have come back from running. I think these archers are not out of ammo, so I'm not particularly sure what they're doing. They're a little closer to the front line than I would like to see personally. Yeah, this Noble Sword's going to be tough to deal with. 159 kills. Thought they had another Noble Sword in here. Guess not. I swore they had 2. But what do I know, right? Ooh, archers with 0 kills. They are breaking, or wavering at least. General is dead for Pergamon? Where was Pergamon's general? What? Where did Pergamon lose his gen? So some death happened back here. What? I'm so confused. Where did Pergamon lose his gen? Wow, okay. So I didn't realize, because Pergamon's gen previously was all the way at the back, so I didn't even think to keep an eye on him, because, like, but he's dead, and I don't know how. I will say this is getting a little tough. Oh, no. Noble Swords are getting through. There's a big hole. So Thorough Spears are getting hit from the side by the Noble Swords, but if the attackers, they need to take advantage of this now. If they can get in and get around that unit right there, they can break it and continue to funnel units in. Now let's see, on the other side here, Athens is now attacking. So a couple of the units from RDI still outside of the walls are getting javied down. Yep, Thorax Swords, Thorough Spears, Mercenary Veteran Hoplites. And RDI is going to bring his Illyrian Raiders back into the settlement. Now on the wall here, we've got Thorax Swords going against Illyrian Levies. The Thorax Swords should win that pretty easy. Same thing here, Illyrian Raiders, excuse me, actually being surrounded by 2 units of Thorax Swords. Then finally as well, a Illyrian Raider here getting beat by some Thorax Swords. So honestly, at this point, just from looking at this, Athens is going to get into this pretty, I don't know about easy, but I mean, RDI's not doing much to stop them. He does have his Celtic Slingers shooting into the backs of the Thorax Swords, but they don't seem to be doing a ton of damage. And they've got 5 kills so far, but I've seen them do 3 volleys. I would really hope to see a lot more than that out of 3 volleys. 9 there. They are doing some HP damage, though, so that does help. But if they can get through this, they'll get out here. Or, you know, honestly, if I would even think about moving down. You know, you have an opening to the stairway. Take this Thorax Sword, come down, and go after those Slingers. Get rid of them. You can even do the same thing with this instead. Just bring it down like that, and keep it and keep the Illyrian Raider engaged by these Thorax Swords. Now, the Triple Chevron Archers moving over this way with from Athens. I think he's going to bring him over and shoot the Slingers. But I mean, so far, I think this wall battle is going pretty well for the attackers. All right, and the attackers are in through the next layer defense. Cimbri Bowwomen are going to go slow down these Thorax Swords, I think just to allow defenses to set up, which are probably going to go here. Maybe. They're not falling back all the way already, are they? I think they are. All right, so the defenders are actually already moving everything back towards the point. It's kind of interesting. I think there's definitely more places that they could hold this instead. I mean, it could be that Athens was making good progress on this side, and so, you know, RDI said, hey, I need to fall back. And if RDI had to fall back, that meant that the other attacker or the other defenders needed to as well, just because it would have exposed the backs and flanks of their forces. And also, if the defenders are not careful here, they need to be very conscientious of what they are sending and where it is going, because if they're not careful, the attackers may be able to sneak some stuff in and catch, you know, running away units that are just exposed. Yeah, it looks like the defenders are going to pull back. Looks like possibly to here. Brown Shield Swordsman also moving around. RDI is back here as well. Now, if they're going to hold here, they will need unit to hold at that spot as well. All right, looks like majority of the defenders are going to make it back, though. Now, the citizen cap for Pontus is actually kind of sneakily moving forward here. I wonder if there's a plan with this cavalry. Maybe do the exact opposite of what I was discussing earlier, and maybe they're going to go and try and catch some of the attackers' exposed units. They're just kind of walking. They're just literally just walking forwards. Not really doing anything. That's a fresh unit, 30 men left. I'm not sure he even realizes that his cav is doing this, to be honest with you. So obviously there will be a little bit of a lull in the battle here for a moment as the attackers, Athens here finishes off the remaining, RDI units. But then the rest of the attackers need to basically consolidate their forces and make a concerted push. So they are not going to hold this outer area. They're actually just falling back into these spots. So looks like probably going to be something like this. Athens is going to have a pretty solid place to push. They can even bring stuff back this way. Alright, I'm going to go and fast forward a little bit for this little lull in the battle. As you can see, Athens back in the background is pretty much done with the remaining RDI troops on the walls. Alright, final defenses are going to be in the final area here, like this, and one back in the back. So it's going to be interesting how they decide to go after this. The hardest part tends to be the ability to push into these areas, while typically the defenders have units up here and back here. So it allows some pretty decent angles. Now, there are some good angles for the attackers as well, so it's not like, oh, this is a super OP position or anything. It is a good defensive position, don't get me wrong. Now the point on Tarsus here is actually back this way. I don't think I actually said, earlier in the battle or in the video that this is on the settlement of Tarsus. I want to know where is Gete's. Okay, the Dacian Scorpion is back this way. Still has only 8 kills, which means he's saved his ammo for this point right now. This is why. Yeah, Athens getting ready to push down the back there. In Egypt and Getae getting ready to move. Egypt going up first. Alright, we'll go ahead and hit play for now. Carthage has got some Syrian archers. Probably just going to capture that gate over there, looks like. Then he does still have some units back in the back. Mercenary noble fighters. Samnite warriors. Okay, so Egypt is actually is now moving down the other direction.
Like, we don't want to fight you.
Oh, I think he's trying to go for like more of an angled, maybe Javi? No, 102 kills. He probably doesn't have Javies. 102 kills with 157 men left. That's pretty good. I'd take that. There, he did have Javies. There we go. I think he was going for it, but I don't think he was close enough to get the Javi toss. But he got a solid one right into the front. I think what he was trying to do was get that Javi to go kind of this way into the sides of those hoplites. There we go. Once again, just shooting right into the front, so the shields are bearing the brunt of the attack there. But I mean, he's gotten 4 kills so far. Oh, there's the ballista. See that? See that bolt come flying in? Come on, give me another one. He's moving it, so it's not firing at the moment. Must have taken that one shot and then it, you know, adjusted a little bit. Maybe they're out of ammo now. 106 kills and they haven't fired another one. Another one. Ooh, look at that Artie coming in from out of nowhere. Pontus shooting into the blobs over here. It's a long shot. It's not a very, like, clear shot, but, you know, he's hoping for luck getting into these big... Oh, and he got a luck. Oh, man. Nice hit there on the General. Noble Spears taking 4 kills there. Gete quickly adjusting his units, getting out of that blob as much as he can. Is it firing anymore? Is it? Saw something fly in. These Pontic swords are pretty injured. This one's pretty healthy. 149 men, 60 kills already. Some of Athens moving across the hill, and then the rest kind of moving this way, but now they're not moving. Not 100% sure. They could at least start putting some pressure, maybe. All right, Noble Swords are moving forward a little bit now from Gete. 4 shots coming in from the Ballista, up to 50 kills now. Oh, the Javi's going into the thorax the same way they did it. Come on, I want to see one of these bolts come in here. Oh, shooting flame shot now. Interesting choice. Oh boy, see that? Say Ballista is up to 70 kills now. He's pulling his hoplites out. He's like, screw that. Thorax Sword's moving forward from Egypt, and he's got more units ready to push as well. Bounce power, I would definitely say, at this point, is in the favor of the attackers. They are not even pushing over to this side. They don't want to go into this, apparently. Illyrian Hoplites and Illyrian Levies. Got a Slave Singer back in the back to support it. 4 Hoplites, Agema Spears. Pontic Swords are going to take the brunt here. One's defending against this Galatian Sword, and then this one's going to come in against this Galatian Sword. Shield wall popped. Ballista still shooting, 82 kills now. Now Swordmaster's moving forward for Swaby. Pergamon, I think, is the one that... Pergamon does not have much left. He really just has, what, these 2 spear units, I think? No, 3. 1, 2, 3, and then he's got an archer over here as well. Galatian Swords dueling out with the Pontic Swords. Pontic Swords are probably going to get the better of this. Defensible position, shield wall. Now, if they wanted to, the Swordmasters could come into this and get us pretty good, pretty good kills here against these units. Although Noble Swords from Gete have now moved up. Another Thorax Sword from Egypt. Oh, but now Egypt is pushing on this side. Galatian Swords moving in on the Illyrian Hoplites. Thorax Sword in behind. Another Thorax Sword coming in. Probably going to go in there. Then you got the Royal Thorax Sword General. Uh-oh. And here's the bad boys. Galatian Royal Guard getting ready. Where are they going to go? Looks like maybe the Galatian Royal Guard's going to go onto the other side. go down here and maybe help push through the other gap. Glacian swords here are probably not going to last very long. But there's that. Look at that thorax sword, 253 kills there. Good shots here from the attackers, Cretan archers and archers from Athens and Carthage over here. Getting some pretty good, looks like they're getting good back shots into the defense here. You know what really sucks? This should be something you can go on. They even have stairs leading up to it, you know what I mean? You should be able to go up onto this big plaza. That would be really nice to shoot the backs here. Let's see, Noble Swords, 119 kills. Galatian Swordman, 84. 144 on the Thorax. 115 now on the Dacian Scorpion. Archers now getting some shots, and I think they're going after the Dacian heavy bows, which are a little under half health, or no, a little over half health, sorry. Archers have 120, infantry have 160. Swordmasters now up to 40 kills. They've lost 12 men. No, 22 men. The Noble Swords are doing pretty solid as well, 123 kills. Then a depleted Noble Sword, 206 kills, trying to go in and support it. Thorax Swords, 150. Now on the backside, we've got Illyrian Noble Hoplites holding. Thorough Spears going in against them. And then a lot of units from behind, including a pike unit. But I'm not sure if that pike's going to make it, considering they've got a lot of slingers and javelins. Looks like they are focusing it down. Yeah, pikes are going to be a pain in the butt to deal with for the defenders. They need to focus all fire on it, which they are doing pretty much that. See, what is it up to, or down to, I guess, 127 left. Round shield swords, look at this, another pike that's going to be difficult to deal with. Oh, and the thorough spears from behind, throwing into the Illyrian Hoplites, looks like. What they're probably going to need to do against this pike here is probably going to need to kill box it. You know, unit there, force the pike to choose which way it wants to go, and then focus down the other side so you can hit the pike from behind. Got a Gema Spear that's up in square formation to kind of, once again, hold this little spot, keep the attackers busy. Dacian Scorpions up to 144 kills now. Glaciaroid Guard, just 1 kill. Pikes, 117, though. And on this side, 94. And look at that. They're going to kill box it, go one side. Once again, force that pike to decide, does it want to go this way or does it want to go this way? And then whichever way it goes, focus it down from the other direction. More units coming over to help defend against this breach. $82 on the Swordmasters, 147. So Noble Swords seem to be doing pretty well. I am a little surprised that Pontus didn't bring any like bronze shield pikes or anything. Bronze shield pikes are very good for the price that they are, only I think 760 or something like that. Yeah, these pikes are going to be a pain in the butt to deal with. 152 kills now. This one seems to be taking a lot more hits, though. Honestly, yeah, it's gone. That pike is no longer here, which is good. Now you got a Peltus that seems to be out of ammunition that they are shooting. Firstly, I would be shooting right at the side of this Thorax sword. You know, that Peltus is out of ammo. Honestly, I still think the Peltus, even with ammo, probably is not the best shot here. I think the Thorax Sword would be the better shot. All right, so the pikes are kind of going this way. It's not fully removing the defenders off of them, but it is allowing the defenders to kind of push like that. And they're still just throwing so many javelins into it. Oh man, 20 kills now on this Thorough Spear. Swordmaster 16 kills, throwing their jabbies as well. Lyrian Hoplite, some more Agema Spears moving forward. Now these guys are probably out of ammunition. They're carrying their standard spear at the moment. Okay, Pontus did bring, but he brought regular pikes. And I mean, that's fine. I just hadn't realized, I don't think I realized he had pikes though. Thorax Swords, they can't really push this very well because of the defender's pikes. Then back on this side, the pikes decided to go this way, and from this direction they are getting thrown down by javelins. Also have Thorax Swords. Galatian Royal Guard is in. Galatian Royal Guard's got 48 kills. Uh-oh. Let's see, the pike is going to break here soon, I think. And I thought they were maybe trying to get into the side of the Galatian Royal Guard, which is not a terrible idea. Fire shot coming in from the archers behind. I mean, you might be able to cause some breaking here. Standard pikes are still somehow around. Not 100% sure how they're still around. Got to pick Peltus here as well. And over there, just a stalemate. Although the attackers are coming up and throwing some jabbies in. Was that Ballista or the Scorpion? 172 kills now. Now another pike, or is that the pike unit for? Nope, I say Pontus' second pike is now here, which is good. It's kind of counteracting the units that have been put here by Egypt and Athens. Veteran Hoplites, Thorax Swords. Cav moving from Pontus. Well, was moving from Pontus. Now it's just sitting here now. Pontic General as well. Maybe they're trying to go after the archers here. There is a Thorax Sword, 194 kills there, though. I mean, like, your Cav's not going to be much use back here, so it's probably not a bad idea to try and get the Cav out anyways. Trying to catch the Thorax Sword on one so that they can hit it on from behind with the other Cav. Pontic Royal Cav, I'm not 100% sure what it's doing. That was a very odd, charge. He might have been able to get all the way over to the Dacian bows, possibly. They're pretty exposed at this point. Archer fire still coming in, focusing on the pikes, it looks like. Trying to whittle them down so they can continue their assault. Kimberly Bowman must be out of ammo, 132 kills. 107 or 102 kills on the Lyrian Noble Hoplites, 133 on the Kimberly, sorry. And then over here, 163 on the Illyrian Marines, 142 on the Thorax Sword. And a grease here by the Thorax Swords from Egypt. is able to get in and around, and now is hitting the side of that Swordmaster General. Glacian Royal Guard, 203 kills. They have 120 men left. 112 now. They have done extremely well, 209 kills. All right, so on this other side, they have busted out. You can see multiple RDI units and the Pontic Cav moving out, getting out of that just kind of claustrophobic area. A Royal Thorax General for Egypt is now moving up. They've taken a pretty solid foothold here. The archers, and they might even be Rhodian Sling. Yeah, I think they're archers. Yeah, just like chilling here in this area. We're helping. Noble Hoplites. I think with the defenders, they need to kind of choke them off now. They need to stop giving up ground. I think at this point it is all or nothing. So they need to, I don't think they have the ability that they can just keep falling back. They're already pretty much backs against the wall at this point. So I think what happened, I think Pontus hid his pikes behind the building, and now that the attackers are renewing their attack, he's moving them back into their spot to continue their fight. Noble Swords are a solid unit, but they don't have an answer to pikes. Not very many people do have answers to pikes. Archers would be a good one. Javelins would be a good one. Kill boxes would be a good one. There's an African pike also attacking at this, at this spot here. Big mob pikes are there, but they aren't there. There they are. Now they're set up in formation. But I mean, I think the attackers have a good push going. Now Athens is pretty much out of the picture, so that could kind of be the nail in the coffin. Swordmaster General is at about half health, 204 kills though. Thorough Spears at 38. Noble Fighters 119, trying to sneak in here. But these hoplites are kind of ruining that. You might even be able to engage with one unit to take the Noble Fighters and keep moving the way you were. Ballista 178, or a Scorpion, excuse me, 178 kills on a... I would say that was worth it. Bet he wishes he still had ammo for these pikes, though. And here comes the cavalry. Pontic Royal Cavalry moving around. Where did the Citizen Cavalry go? I think it probably got engaged and is probably no longer around. Carthage, Balearic Slingers, Cretan Archers. Bunch of Cretan Archers here from Egypt to Carthage. But all these archers, yet they can literally do nothing about these pikes. I don't know, man. This is a close game. Very close game. The defenders do not have much left, but neither do the attackers. So, I mean, look at the balance of power. It is shifting in favor of the attackers at this point, or the defenders at this point, excuse me. Yeah, man, Thorax Swords 223, but I just think the defenders have a bit too much. All right, who's going to win? Are they going to be able to get through it? I don't think the attackers have any Galatian Royal Guard left. Okay, they do. This very small unit, 323 kills, but it's about to get... Oh, and that's GG. The time ran out for the attackers, and that is it. Let's go look at some kills here. Alright, first on the board here, we've got Joe on it as Pergamon. 293 kills on his general that I have no idea where those kills came from. I don't know what he killed. I am so sorry, Joe, and I'm so sorry to all of you that I did not see where he went and what he killed. But he got almost 300 kills with him. Citizen Cav, not much. Not much, let's be honest. 129, 123 on the Archers. Agamic Spheres, 236. Galatian Swords, 97 is the best one. And then moving on to Space with 1,797 kills. Swordmasters, 251 and 152. Berserkers, 79. Kimbri Bowman, 177. 214 on a Round Shield Swordsman, and 110 on a Bloodsworn. Then Sashax as Pontus with 2,063 kills. 71 on the General, 130, 174 on the Eastern Archers. 232 on a Mercenary Celtic Warrior, and then 119 on a Pontic Sword. Inori is here with 1,594 kills, 170, 191, 160 on the Noble Hoplites, 166 was the best for his Slingers, 109 on Illyrian Hoplites, pretty good, 235 and 173 on Illyrian Marines, and his Illyrian Raiders, not very much, let's be honest. Alright, so for the attackers, multiplayer as Carthage with 2,062 kills, Archers 150, 161, Libyan Infantry 182, 134, 138 on Iberian Sword, 201 on a Noble Fighter, and 135 on a Mercenary Scutari. Not So Royal with 2,879 kills for the most kills in this game, 196 and 330 on the two high tiers. That's a Glacial Royal Guard and a Royal Thorax Sword. 144 on his Ballista. 210 on the Archers. 231 on the Nubian Bows. Nicely done there. Then his Thorax Swords, 228, 287, and 210. Then this is the name that I am so sorry, but I do not know how to pronounce. But this is Athens with 1,841 kills. 223 with his Pick Hoplites. His Archers, unfortunately, did not do great. But 235 and 196 on his Thorax Swords. 219 on one of his pikes, 106 on a Mercenary Veteran Hoplite, and then finally Darsman as Gete with 1,776 kills. Noble Spears with 43. His Archers did pretty solid, 190 with that one there. 127 on a Mercenary Axe Warrior, 302, 222, and 166 on the Noble Swords. And that is it for today's battle. Thank you so much, guys, for joining. Thank you, Space, for sending this over, and Joe for allowing me to cover this. Like I said, guys, if you have not already, go check out Joe Onnit's channel. His channel is linked in the description, and he's got some great stuff coming out. But thank you guys so much for joining. If you guys are new, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and we will see you guys next time.